Good evening and welcome to Netzach Yisrael's daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Tonight we're going to learn Siman Nun Gimel, Din Roitev Mashka Shal Peris Birokos, the halachas of gravy and juice, of fruit and vegetables, of Oiv Seifim, and it contains 6 Seifim. Seif Aleph. Kala Peris Birokos es Chotan, Vaitzim Yehen Mashkin, all perits and vegetables which one squeezed and extracted liquid from them, Mavarach ala Mashkin Shahakal. One says the bracha of shahakal on drinking those liquids. Similarly, honey that one squeezes from dates. Because no liquid is considered to be the fruit itself, with the exception of wine and olive oil. Wine, which is extremely important. We have a special bracha fixed for drinking wine, and olive oil, which is also very prestigious, very important. If one benefits from it in a way that one needs to say a bracha on it, and one says the bracha on it. Seif base. Regular fruits which one does not usually cook, but one eats them raw. In Bishon, if one does cook them, one says shahakal on the liquid that comes from them. But fruits which it is normal to dry them and to cook them, when they're very common for this and they're planted for this purpose. In Bishon, if one cooks them in order to both eat the fruit and drink the liquid, then Mavarch al Aruch then one says on the liquid, even if one isn't eating the fruit alongside it. Likewise, vegetables and legumes and beans, in a way where it is normal to cook them before eating them, and to eat them along with their gravy, along with the juice. Then one says on drinking the liquid, even if one isn't eating the solid cooked vegetable alongside it. What's the difference between this and what I wrote in the previous Seif? 2 things. Here it is normal to squeeze the fruit and the vegetables in order to get out their juices, whereas in Seif Aleph it isn't normal to squeeze the fruits and extract the juices. Another say, the fruit imparts particular flavor more so when it's cooked together than when it's just squeezed. So when you take a vegetable and you cook it in water, that water is going to taste more of that vegetable than if you just squeeze the vegetable to get the liquid out. However, if the one is only cooking the fruit or vegetable in order to eat the fruit or vegetable rather than for its liquid, then when one doesn't eat from the actual fruit or vegetable but only drinks the liquid, in Mavarch Shahakal, one only says Shahakal. And if one cooks the vegetables, the fruits together with meat, even if the intention of the cooking is because of the gravy, then one would always say Shahakal on the gravy in this case, rather than Ha'itz or Adama, depending on the fruit, because the meat is always the main thing. Seif Gimel. Fruits that were soaked or cooked only in order to have the liquid. One's not really interested in the solid. One says Shahakal. That's why one says Shahakal on coffee or tea. Likewise on beer or mead, whether it's from dates or whether it's from barley. Seif Daled. Fruits or vegetables that were soaked in some type of water that was like vinegar, in order that they should pickle. Even though this is normal, salad crops such as cabbage, cucumber, beets, leeks. In such a case, if one wanted to drink the liquid, one wouldn't say a bracha on this, except for shahakol, if it was edible. Even though the flavor of the vegetable, the fruit, had imparted itself into this gravy, into this brine, nonetheless, because the main reason that one pickles the vegetables is not in order to impart the flavor in the water, but rather that these fruits or vegetables themselves should be improved through pickling. Therefore, one only says shahakol on the liquid. Nonetheless, if one ate the fruit of the vegetable first and then one wanted to drink the brine along with it, there is a suffix in this case as to whether one needs to say an extra bracha on the brine, because maybe he has fulfilled the obligation by saying Bray Priyadama, Gamal Arotev, also on the gravy, on this brine. Therefore one shouldn't do so. And if anything, if one really wants to drink it, one should drink it separately, or say a bracha shakar on something else first. Seif Hey. Likewise with fruit, vegetables, or legumes, beans, etc. That one had cooked them in some type of liquid. This liquid already had some flavor of its own, such as with vinegar or in borscht, or in milk. In all these cases, one would say shahakal on the liquid. But if one ate the food, for example, the fruit or the vegetables first, again there would be a doubt as to whether this liquid would be exempt from saying a bracha with the bracha on the vegetable. Now we're talking about raisins that are used to make wine. So if they are wet enough, they're damp enough, moist enough, that if you would press them, their liquid would come out. And if you press them and soak them in water in order to drink this wine, and rather than to eat the raisins themselves, if you soak them for at least 3 days and they fermented, and after 3 days you transferred this wine substance into another kli, into another container, then this mashka has got the halachic status of proper wine, and you say the bracha and afterwards you'd say the bracha ala michur ala gefen. In any instance when one needs to have wine, whether it's for Seder night or Kiddush, etc., you'd fulfill your obligation with this wine that's soaked and fermented for 3 days. And you need to ensure that the volume of these grapes is at least a sixth of the water counterpart. And you measure these grapes, these raisins, while they were still moist, before they dried up, rather than afterwards. And this specifically applies when the wine is made through soaking, like I've written. But if you just cook the raisins in water, this does not become wine through cooking. And if you cooked or soaked the grapes with intention to also eat these grapes afterwards, there will be many sveikas, many doubts as to what bracha one says on the drink and on these raisins. Thank you very much for watching.